where Mr. Echo and I are right now. I did not even know this area existed. We are miles from camp. And just hiking on this road here, I just found a cool looking rock. I need to clean it off to really get a good look. Echo, you don't have to drink that. I got good water for you, buddy. I mean, we are in a wildery area right now, and I don't want to stop hiking, but the truth is we're moving further and further away from our camp, so the hike back is going to be tiring. I'm not totally exhausted yet. Oh, that is neat looking. You can kind of see light through it, parts of it. Oh, I'm calling this the Shankara stone. I was just hoping I could find some water out here, and this mud puddle in the middle of the road is doing the trick. I got my pack on, so I got some basic first aid stuff, and the main thing is water. I got water in here. So we're good. I guess I don't have too much water, but I do have water. So I don't want to stop exploring. I left Dodger back in the trailer. I took him on a little walk before Echo and I headed out. It's very serene back here. Haven't seen any animals, which is kind of strange. Echo is smelling stuff though. Every once in a while he'll stop and start to smell. And you can hear the wind now is coming through the trees. Since we're so far into the woods, I did pull up my app on my phone to make sure this thing is still working. And it totally works out here. It's freaking amazing. Now, Mr. Echo is on his leash, so he's not going to get away from me, but I still like to just see how good this thing is. And when you're in trees like this, you think, well, it's got to crap out. But no, it's tracking us this whole way, this whole walk. I can get on the app and rewind it and see our trail, our path. And the app is really cool too, because it's basically just the same image that you get from a satellite image of Google Maps. So you can see all the trails and all the roads are marked. Even these dirt roads are relatively marked. And little ponds and stuff are marked on the app. So it's very useful. Just for navigating. It's kind of a cool bonus feature that I'm starting to use more and more. Because honestly, he doesn't get away from me that much anymore. You know, mostly because I'm being smarter, keeping him on the leash. That's the main purpose for that tracker. Is for when he takes off that I don't lose him. And I'm paying... It's like $10 a month for the service. So I'm learning that I can use it to just track us. It's super cool. And then when I get back to camp, I can look up. It'll tell me how many miles we went, what time we left. It's kind of neat. It actually does all kinds of other stuff too. It does all this stuff that I don't use it for. But you can enter your pet's name and put the picture in there of your pet. And then it'll say like, it'll show you other pets in the area and how many miles they went in that day. And so you can kind of compete and be like, oh, we're going to try to get first place or whatever. I don't use that. I checked that feature out, but you know, that's not something that I need. It'll also send you like messages and say like, your dog needs exercise. He didn't meet his goal for the day based on the breed and the weight of the dog and age and stuff like that. And I don't use that feature either. And we're not sponsored by them. I bought that tracker with my own money. And like I said, I pay for it every month. I would like to get sponsored by them though. Until then, you guys can click on the link. I'll put a link in the pinned comment and in the description. You can get that on Amazon. And there's also a link so you can get 30% off. I think you can use that on Amazon too. I think you get, if you hit the right button on Amazon, you get 30% off. It's really cheap. I think it cost me, it's like 40 bucks or 50 bucks for the device. They have a couple different versions. It's super cheap. And then the subscription fee is like 10 bucks a month if you pay a year ahead of time, something like that. So to have something that tracks him and basically me when I'm with him, when we're out on these trails, like basically heading to nowhere, we're going away from our camp now, like directly away. It's just a nice kind of like peace of mind to have something like that. When you find something like this, what would you guys do? Would you let your dog in there? Let's see if Echo wants to go in there. Go on, Echo, free. It's one of the bigger ponds. And the water is kind of fairly clear. So if he wants to go in there, I don't mind. You know, the problem is, and this has happened before, is he could get stinky. You know, depending on how nasty that water really is. Echo, you want to go for a swim? I wish he didn't drink it. Oh, he wants to swim. That's funny. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Echo. I walked back over here because I saw this cow bone, and now back in here there's like some weird structure. What is this? This has got to be like a hunting thing, because it's like perfect. You got perfect view through these trees right here. Like that's the entrance. My lips were getting chapped, so I put this stuff on. This is the only stuff I got in my pack. Well, I do actually know I have other stuff, but it's like deep in my first aid kit. So this is Burt's Bees. It's called like Lifeguard's Friend or something. Obviously, it's like really white. It's funny. I usually don't Obviously, like, I don't care what I look like on camera. I'm just, like, this is my real life, and I'm not trying to gussy it up for YouTube, you know? But right now, I'm like, oh, that looks really silly. I probably shouldn't wear this on camera again. It's funny because I got a comment today. One of you guys commented, said, well, you get a lot more views if you do your hair up in every video and if you're clean shaven in every video. It's cool. It's, you know, it's a fine comment, I guess, but it's kind of weird. I'm definitely not going to do that. Oh, I'm tired. I can't wait to get back to the trailer. I got some cold Sam's Club pizza. And man, I bought the salad. It's like a prepared Greek salad. It was like 12 bucks. And I've already had 3 meals out of it. I'll probably get 1 or 2 more. Man, that is good stuff. Greek salad. Whew. It's kind of a classic thing. Oh, you can see Echo's hungry too. He's eating grass. It's kind of a classic thing for me. Hiking back to camp, I start listing off things in my mind that I want to eat when I get back. And it usually comes down to, I notice, like high protein foods. Like I'm thinking about tuna. And a lot of times I think about cottage cheese. I'm like, oh yeah, I want some cottage cheese. And a tuna sandwich or tuna melt. Sounds so good. But I wanted to give a shout out to one of my favorite Nomad channels, and you guys should check out this guy's channel, Fate Unbound. He's a cool dude. If you like this channel, you'll like his channel, because I watch his channel, I'm like, wow. Him and I, it seems like we think a lot alike, and our lifestyles are really similar. One thing I do notice, though, he has a big dog, but he doesn't seem to hike with his dog very often in his videos. But he has a cool channel. And what he was talking about today was how he's not the kind of guy that really likes to stay at campgrounds. And he said he avoids national parks too. And he was saying he does that because of, there's a lot more rules in the national parks and they're touristy. And that's how I feel too. Is I've been to a lot of the national parks, Death Valley, Grand Canyon. I don't know what other ones I've been to. The Redwoods. I've been to a lot of them. And I've been to a lot of different campgrounds. But there's something about being on the BLM lands, and out here we're in the national forest. You're not encumbered by as many rules, so it feels a lot freer. You can really go pretty much anywhere and camp anywhere. It tends not to be, I guess, as epic, but there's so much less, how do I say that? If you go to a national park, there's tons of people and tourists everywhere. You come out to a place like this and you really start to feel like it's just me and the dogs. And that's worth so much to me. Like, it's so valuable. I just love that. Like this whole hike we did, I mean, there's nobody and there's no people around at all. And I can bring a tent out if I want, to drive my truck out here. I can do anything I want out here. And I'm not bothering anybody. And there's nobody out here bothering me. You know, obviously it does happen. You watch some of my videos. It does happen. Like, you do get loud neighbors or dirty, messy neighbors. It does happen. But the point I want to get across to you guys is that these places are free. And they're epic in their own right. And the exploration possibilities, the adventure possibilities out here, I feel like are so much bigger than a national park. Come on, Echo, let's go. Every time I stop, he starts to munch on the grass. He's such a good hiker. Like out here, he can be off leash. You know, we're not breaking any rules. The national parks, for the most part, dogs, they're kind of not really allowed. You can generally walk them wherever it's paved. And I think, like when I was at Death Valley, the ranger said, I can hike with the dogs on the dirt road, but I'm not allowed to leave the dirt road with the dogs. So we did do that in Death Valley. And at the Grand Canyon, the ranger said the dogs have to stay on the pavement. Now, what we ended up doing at the Grand Canyon is we found national forest land, which is right there, right at the Grand Canyon. And we camped there. And then I would drive into the national park and explore that with the dogs on the leash on the paved areas. And then we go back into the woods in the national forest. And basically like we're free again. And besides that, like it's literally free. It's free camping. So I just kind of want to get that idea across to you guys. Now, of course, the big difference is that there's nobody around. You know, like you're not going to find rangers out here very regularly. There's no services, you know, there's no water, electric, stuff like that. So we're boondocking. That's what we do. That's how we survive in these places. So it's a little bit rougher of a lifestyle. It's a little more scary, you know, for some people. For me, it's like feels totally safe now. I'm very used to it. But the sense of adventure and mystery that I get in these kind of places, it's so worth it. It's so freaking worth it. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit that like button for us. Let us know you're watching. The dogs and I like to know you're watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the Got Out channel. I got a lot of cool videos planned. You know, we got a lot of adventure videos like this, but I got some topics I want to cover. So you'll be seeing those coming out fairly soon. Let me know what you think of those. Make sure your notifications are on and you'll get notified. And I've also been doing live streams. You can watch the replay of the live streams. I answer a lot of questions there. And if your notifications are turned on, then you can join the live streams with everybody else.